Butler joins us now to continue the Jets conversation. So if the book is out on the Jets, as Connor alluded to, what can the Jets do to change things up?
Well, those numbers are brutal, and they say to change things up, you know what you got to do. You got to have a players-only meeting, which the Jets did this week, so check that box. Another box they checked was another great week of practice, according to the head coach. But truthfully, what needs to happen, can you get to the quarterback? The Jets only have 7 sacks this year. That is just unbelievable. You got Jermaine Johnson coming back, so that should provide some help for them. But turning the ball over for the other team, you said 0 on the year. That's never happened in NFL history. So you got to get to the quarterback. You got to force some turnovers and get some life on that defense that has been pathetic so far to start the season, Michelle.
At this point in the season, what concerns you more, the Jets' offense or their defense?
I didn't have a lot of expectations for the offense because I understood Justin Fields, while there was a path to him being like a Baker Mayfield or a Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, that type of caliber player, going to another team and finally having some success. I didn't have high hopes for this offense, but that defense, I mean, you are coached by a defensive-minded guy, and you are the second worst defense in all of football. As I just mentioned, you have 0 takeaways this year. That just cannot happen. That cannot happen. So very, very disappointed in that defense that I had higher expectations for, and I just think that they need to get into a rhythm, and it starts with turning the other team over.
Yeah, you saw on that graphic they've allowed 157 points already, which is it's absurd. What would falling to 0-6 mean for the Jets?
I think falling to 0-6 means you are staring, and this is going to be depressing for Jet fans, you are staring at being sellers at the trade deadline. All of your best players outside of, Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, of course, a lot of your best players could be on the market. We talk about culture all the time. How do you build a culture? That's aided by having a lot of good players. And if the Jets are having to get rid of those guys to cash in on them as assets, that's going to be very, very depressing. But the flip side to that is you win this game tomorrow, all of a sudden you've got Carolina and Cincinnati coming up, 2 winnable games, dare I say, and now you've put a pulse, now you've got some life in this team. So this is a huge game tomorrow, even though they're still 0-5.
If they do fall to 0-6, it would be just the 3rd time in franchise history they started a season 0-6. Ty, thank you so much. You're going to be back in a little bit.